The global meltdown means for activists internationally that, just as we've been told for decades now, we are in a globalized world, and this crisis is not hitting just the place it started, which is the United States, and as an accessory the United Kingdom, and then Europe, but it's hitting the entire world. And the countries that are most dependent on exports will be the hardest hit. But this is not just a financial crisis, it's also a meltdown in the sense of climate, and a literal meltdown because the ice is melting twice as fast as anyone thought it would. And these effects will also hit the poor hardest. We have all kinds of evidence of that already. The social crisis is worsening, inequalities are worsening, and the financial meltdown is going to make that even more severe as unemployment mounts. So activists, I think, although the general picture is extremely devastating and worrisome, I think we also, as activists, have a tremendous opportunity, because the others, quite frankly, let's not put too fine a point on it, have messed up. And they don't know what they're doing, obviously. The G20 doesn't know what it's doing. And our duty, and I think our privilege, is to say, look, we've been proposing solutions for years, and now you are going to listen to us. But they won't unless we're all together. So that's why I think the day like 6 billion ways is so important, to help people understand that if they don't get together, they can't even solve their own issue, whatever that issue might be, if they have a special interest. Even that they can't do by themselves. We've got to be together. If I were asked to give a message to the G20, which of course will not be the case, I would say, you must start over. This is a moment like the end of the Second World War, or just before the end of the Second World War. This is a Bretton Woods moment, but from which we can build something far better than the Bretton Woods institutions. And we could do worse than to go back to 1947, the Havana Charter, for a new world trade organization, not the one we have, a very neoliberal institution. We could have new international financial institutions. We could have international regulation. We could have international taxation. We could close down tax havens. We could redistribute money, because the world is still awash in money. And we could change our economy to a carbon-free economy in a very short time if everyone were involved. And that is the road we have to go. We need Keynesianism on a huge green scale in order to solve both the financial crisis and the social inequality crisis. And following that, we would find a solution to the financial crisis.